push the line back.
Okay. And he said that we could hang for a few minutes because he said they were going to move some equipment up. I presume he means the
All right, good afternoon. I'm News 5's Blake Brown. Sorry about that. Trying to get things situated here and speaking with the sheriff a few minutes ago. Trying to get some more information as to what happened here this morning and as to any current developments that are happening out of this. But what we know right now, the man is still barricaded inside of a home that's on Sneed Drive here in Atmore. You can see Atmore police are heading up the investigation right now. They are actually blocking off the road right now, moving the perimeter back just a little ways further. But again, Escambia County, Alabama Sheriff's Department is here. Baldwin County Sheriff's Office is here assisting with their SWAT team right now at this hour. Atmore police, again, are out here. They've been out here since around 9 o'clock this morning, and that is when the man barricaded himself inside of a home on Sneed Drive. Now, right now, we're going to kind of have to move out of the way a little bit, which is kind of what the delay was starting this Facebook Live a moment ago. They are actually getting grouped up right now together and huddling, meeting over here at this church across the street, and we're gonna get ready to head out of the way in just a second. Give me 1 second here. Sure, you're good. We're just doing a Facebook Live. I'm moving out of the way. I appreciate it. You guys bear with us just for a second here. And again, they are getting ready to try to make their move towards that home in just a couple of minutes, according to Escambia County, Alabama Sheriff Heath Jackson. And again, bear with me just for a second. We're just trying to move locations here to make sure we are not in the way. A second ago, we were not in the way, and again, things change pretty quickly at these type of scenes. So we want to make sure that we are, of course, out of the way and giving them their space as well to do their job. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hop in the car and I'm gonna move out of the way a little bit further back. All right, again, if you're just watching this Facebook Live, I'm News 5's Blake Brown. We are here in Atmore right now near Sneed Drive. This is where a man barricaded himself inside of a home earlier this morning. Escambia County Sheriff Heath Jackson tells me that his office arrived out here to assist Atmore PD around 9:30. And just in the last hour or so, Baldwin County Sheriff's Office has been out here assisting as well with their SWAT team. And again, bear with me just a minute. I'm trying to get situated here and get out of the way a little bit. They've moved the barricade back just a little bit for safety. They've got the SWAT team preparing to form right now so that they can try to make entry over to that home. Again, they tried to make contact earlier, and that has just not been possible, according to Sheriff Heath Jackson. Just about 5 or 10 minutes ago, he told me that. So again, thanks for bearing with me. We've just scooted back just a little ways to give them some space once the SWAT team does assemble, and they work their way over towards Sneed Drive in just a few minutes, which are actually these homes that you're looking at over here in the distance on the other side of this field. So bear with me, there may be some shaking a little bit, again, as we're trying to shuffle around a little bit and make sure that we are staying out of the way. But again, Sheriff Jackson says that his office responded out here this morning around 9:30 to assist Atmore PD this morning. And since that time, Baldwin County Sheriff's Office has been out here. Their SWAT team has arrived on scene as well. And again, so far, Sheriff Jackson says they have not made any sort of contact with the individual inside the home. And again, speaking with Sheriff Jackson around 11:15, 11:20 this morning, he said that he had hoped this would be wrapped up by lunchtime. And of course, that's obviously not the case right now. They've had to bring in the Baldwin County SWAT team as well out here on scene. So they, again, are assembling over here at the building in the distance and getting ready to make entry over towards that house momentarily on the other side of those trees there on the other side of this field. Yeah, and for those of you who are just watching this Facebook Live, there is a link on the Facebook Live right now. You can click that story, the article that we posted earlier this morning as to what's happening here in Atmore. I know a lot of you are joining, wondering what's going on, not hearing much. You're just seeing some flashing lights in the distance. A man barricaded himself in a home here this morning. Escambia County Sheriff Heath Jackson says that his deputies arrived here on scene just around 9:30 this morning to assist Atmore PD. And again, since that time, Baldwin County SWAT team, they've actually come out here on scene as well. And again, they're all assembling off to the side of the picture here that you can't see, but they are all getting ready to group up and getting ready to head over towards Sneed Drive in just a couple of minutes, we're told. But again, at this point, they have not made contact with the individual. So again, if you're just watching, I'm News 5's Blake Brown. Just to update for those of you who are wondering what's going on here, you're seeing the police cars here, the cruisers in front of us. Again, we are not allowed past this point. If you were watching about 10-15 minutes ago, we were pushed a little bit further back as police kind of extend the barricade here, not letting others cross over into this area right now. Again, a man barricaded himself in a home earlier this morning. Again, we've asked Sheriff Heath Jackson some questions regarding that. He did not want to comment at the time. Again, as you can imagine, he's more focused right now on making sure that his deputies are okay, making sure Atmore police are okay, and of course, Baldwin County Sheriff's SWAT team out here as well. But again, he says his deputies arrived here on scene this morning around 9:30. This is Sneed Drive, which is about a mile and a half south of Highway 31 in Atmore. The SWAT team The deputies right now are over in that under an awning in that building over there that you can see in the distance. And Sneed Drive is over here on the other side of this field behind these trees. You can see a couple of homes back there, the rooftops. And again, they wanted us to back away because they were going to be assembling some of those deputies here in just a few minutes to work their way over towards Sneed Drive. Again, if you're just watching News 5's Blake Brown here in Atmore, just to kind of give you guys an update. Also, a lot of you, I know that are just joining, wondering what's going on. You're just seeing the flashing lights in front of us. There should be a link as well attached to this Facebook Live with a story that we put up earlier this morning, again, regarding what's going on here in Atmore. But to kind of catch you guys up to speed, again, not a whole lot of information is known right now. Of course, they are keeping that close to the vest right now. Again, they're working to make entry to a home where a man has barricaded himself inside. This happened earlier this morning, I'd say around 9 o'clock or so. Sheriff Heath Jackson here in Escambia County tells me around 9:30 or so, his deputies arrived here on scene. And since that time, just in the last hour and a half, Baldwin County Sheriff's deputies have arrived out here as well, their SWAT team. And again, Sheriff Jackson tells us just a few minutes ago, he walked over at the top of this Facebook Live and was telling us that the deputies right now, the SWAT team, they are assembling. We were asked to move a little bit further back, and they are hoping to make entry over there on Sneed Drive to that home momentarily. Again, we have not seen that yet. They have not crossed the road here yet. But again, we were told we would see them coming across the road once they were heading over to Sneed Drive. And again, we have not seen that just yet. And again, Sneed Drive, we're talking about this area over here. I know it's kind of tough to see where we're at right now because all you're seeing is a static shot. But if I show you over here along this tree line over here, and you can see some rooftops, this is Sneed Drive all along here. And it's a dead-end street, and this is where the SWAT team and everyone's assembling right now. And again, they are working their way over here to Sneed Drive in just a few moments, we're told. And again, still told Atmore PD is heading up this. This is still their case. They're the lead agency here. Escambia County Sheriff's Office and Baldwin County Sheriff's Office just here to assist since this morning. Yeah, again, if you're just watching, about 25-30 minutes ago, we were updated, again, letting us know that no contact has been made yet to the home here on Sneed Drive. Again, they are still working to gain entry over there at that home. If you're just joining us, a man barricaded himself inside the home earlier this morning. Escambia County Sheriff Heath Jackson says that his deputies arrived out here on scene around 9:30. And again, since that time, Baldwin County Sheriff's Office deputies have arrived out here on scene as well. Again, they are all assisting Atmore PD with this at this hour. Again, going on now for 5+ hours or so. Again, I know you all have a lot of questions right now. Those questions cannot be answered. Like I mentioned a moment ago, we are still waiting on confirmation. And again, at this point, that's the least of their worries to give us that information. They are, of course, trying to keep their men and women safe and trying to make entry over to that home. So bear with us to get that out to you in just a little bit. All right, again, if you're just watching, again, we are still waiting for those deputies to make entry over at that home on Sneed Drive. Again, we will update you on air and online once we do get some more information. But again, unfortunately, we just do not have any more information confirmed yet to release to you. Again, we are told that the man has been barricaded in the home this morning since earlier this morning before 9 o'clock, and Sheriff Heath Jackson letting us know that his deputies arrived here around 9:30, and since that time, they have been out here assisting Atmore PD with this. Again, they have not made contact as of about 30 minutes ago or so with that individual in the home. They've had the drone up, of course, overseeing, looking down at Sneed Drive. But again, as of about 30 minutes ago or so at last check with Sheriff Heath Jackson, again, we are told that they had not made entry to that home. Of course, we will update you on air and online on WKRG.com, so stay with us, and we will bring you the latest coming up today on News 5 at 5 o'clock.